Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back here. I think we're going to be starting up a new series because I do want to start giving you guys like my full game picks on for football Sunday. We did miss the Thursday game, but I would plan on normally getting this out, I would say Thursday day before the night game, so I can let you guys know my Thursday night pick as well. But for just starting, we're not going to include like over and under and just total points or anything like that. We're just gonna go with the picks for now, but I do want to start including like game scores and over and unders and stuff like that because I definitely like doing that type of stuff. But for just this first one, we'll just leave it at just straight up picks. So we'll try not to keep it too long, probably around 10 minutes ish. So we'll talk a little bit about the teams, not too much, but mainly just give you guys my picks up in here. So, well, I mean, we'll definitely talk about the teams a little bit. So we got Saints-Lions. Okay, Saints definitely don't feel like they should be 1-2. Like, they definitely did lose, but I feel like it's like a weird one. Like, what's going on there? A little bit of maybe Drew Brees' arm is starting to decline, and you're definitely seeing it. That's 100%. Michael Thomas was a little banged up. I'm a little worried about that for this game. Detroit with Matt Patricia, they love to go like sticky man coverage where they're on you the entire game, and they love going man. That's a tough one. If Michael Thomas doesn't play, I'm banking on, I don't know. I just don't know if Detroit can keep it up. I mean, they got a win over Arizona, which was a good one. I just don't know if they keep it up against the Saints. I say the Saints move up to 2-2 in this one. So, yeah, taking the Saints. Then Chargers Bucks. That's going to be a fun one. I think it's going to be like a dirty game. You know, like it's not going to be pretty at all. It's going to be dirty. It's going to be messy. There's probably going to be a couple, maybe a turnover here or there. But I definitely have full faith in the Bucks pulling that out. Sounds to me like they're sticking with Herbert. I feel like the Bucks are going to pull it out. They got a really young and nice defensive line. Linebackers included are very good. I feel like their offense is going to, I don't know if it'll get rolling all the way this game. I think it'll be tough. You see what they did to the Chiefs a couple weeks ago. Joey will be coming after you, so's Melvin. It ain't going to be easy. Tom's going to be under a bit of pressure. I'm curious to see what what he's going to do with that. But, yeah, I'm definitely rolling with the Bucks in that one. Don't think the Chargers can hold down long-term throughout the game. Moving on, let's go on to the Jaguars versus the Bengals here. That's a tough end to pick because you really just don't have two great teams there. I mean, I love what the Bengals have done with Joe Burrow, but I don't know if I love what they've done. They let him get destroyed back there. I'll just leave it at this. I love what Joe Burrow's been doing as a rookie. That's a tough game, dude. That's a tough game. I'm going to roll with the Bengals. I like what Joe Burrow's been showing me of late. To be fair, I have something where I did make some picks, but as I'm looking at it, I'm getting a gut kind of a feel about what I'm changing here, so I didn't change, though. I'm sticking with the Bengals. I like what Joe's been doing. I think he keeps it up against Jacksonville. I don't think they can slow him down, and I just feel like it's going to be a close game, but I think the Bengals hold out throughout it, and they end up getting that win. Moving on to Minnesota versus the Texans. That's another tough game to pick. Oh, that is a tough game. So you got the Texans who've been reeling of late. They are 0-3 to start the year. No schedule's done them just, right, though? Schedule's been rough life on them. They start out the season against Kansas City. Oh, yeah, they go Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers. Okay, well, that's a tough schedule. They're 0-3. Yeah, it's a tough game because I just feel like they've lost to incredible teams, but it's tough that you don't have a win over one of them. That's the tough part. Minnesota's also 0-3. I feel like the Texans are going to pull it out. I think Deshaun's going to come to play. To be fair, I feel like this is one of those games that could wind up being a blowout, like 31-20-ish. Like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Minnesota could easily, the Texans could blow them out. If Dalvin Cook gets rolling, though, which we've seen the Texans can get ran on, it could be problems. It could be big problems for him. All right, moving on to the Seahawks-Dolphins. I don't think we got to spend much time on this. We know probably who's going to win this one, and I'm going with Seattle. I think they just blow the freaking brakes off the Dolphins. I think they could keep it a little bit close throughout the game if Fitzmagic shows up to play, but even if he does, I'm taking Seattle, and if he doesn't, it's just not going to be pretty. But, yeah, I got Seattle winning by at least, I'd say, 10 points. I think DK eats, I think Tyler Lockett eats, and I think Russell keeps on cooking, so I'm going with Seahawks with ease. That would probably be one of the easiest ones there. Yeah, that'd be my best bet one right there. That's for sure. I'd going with Seattle. I just don't see a way Miami, unless they play out of their damn minds with Fitzmagic, that's the only way I see him pulling out of that. But yeah, Seahawks, I see him winning. Moving on, this is, I'd say, the top 12 o'clock game to start. I mean, you got Browns, Cowboys. Those are some matchups right there. Now, it might not be the best of teams, but somehow it doesn't seem like the Browns would be 2-1, but they are. And then you got them going up against the Cowboys, who are 1-2. And to be fair and all right, they seem like they could be 3-0. Like, they've had those types of games, Dallas has. But they've also fell apart a little bit when it mattered most towards the end of the game. I think it's going to be a high-powered shootout. Oh, I think there's going to be a lot of Odell action, a lot of Jarvis action. You're going to see a lot of freaking CD Amari action. Little Michael Gallup. Cedric Wilson came on strong last week. That's going to be a nice game. I think it's going to be a back-and-forth game. I'm talking an incredibly close game. I think the Cowboys end up pulling it out in the end. I think CD and Amari and Cedric and Michael and then Zeke, they end up proving to be a bit too much for the Browns, but I feel like it's close throughout the entire game, and the Cowboys just barely end up pulling away, I feel like, late in the game. Moving on, Cardinals-Panthers, I feel like this is almost another trap that the Cardinals could fall into. Like, they fell into last week. I don't know if they maybe were overlooking the Lions a little bit, but either way, they lost to the Lions. And now they're taking on the Panthers, who's coming off a win against the Chargers, which was a pretty good win against the Chargers football team. The Cardinals, they can't come to play how they did last week, but even rewatching that, they did some nice things. Kyler did have a dumb throw or two. But man, they did some nice things in that game. I'd say the most impressive thing is their defense. I said it like 2 years ago. You could probably find on one of my videos. I just feel like one of the most underrated players has been Chandler Jones, and I think he's been doing a great job of trying to, prove all the doubters wrong there. I think that defense is finally coming together. I think they're going to be without Budda Baker, which is going to be a tough one. But I just think that defense mixed with that offense being able to fly like they do. The air raid type of scheme, Cliff likes to run up in Arizona there. Love what Kyler's been doing when he extends plays. I mean, I love what they've been doing. I think the Cardinals keep it, well, they get it back into going a little bit after that tough loss against the Lions. I think the Cardinals get it done. Moving on to the Bears-Colts. That's kind of a sneaky good game, right? You got the Colts. Well, you just got the undefeated Bears that I guess nobody really seen coming. And then you got the Colts who are 2-1. It's super tough. That's a tough one to pick. I am going to be rolling with the Bears. I think Nick Foles action, that Nick Foles magic action is in full effect here. I think it is. I think he gets it done for the Bears. And I think he does. I don't know if it's going to be pretty. I really don't think it will be, actually. I think it's going to be a nasty game. I think that one, I think the defense for Chicago is really going to hold the way. It's going to be a bit of a defensive game, I'm estimating. I do have the Bears in that game. Moving on to the Ravens versus the football team. I really don't think this is going to be close. I think the Ravens are going to be pretty upset what the Chiefs did to them, and rightfully so. They got the shit kicked out of them. My squad up in near my homeboy. All right, not rubbing that in or anything, but for real. I think the Ravens are going to be mad what Washington did to them, and I think they're going to beat the shit out of them. I mean, that's my honest take. I think they're going to play physical. I know Washington's defense is going to play physical as well. I just don't think they can last. They might have a good drive or two where they get Lamar off the field, not doing much. But throughout the entire game, I think Lamar's going to come through. I think he's going to come through big. And I think they're going to win big over Washington. Then moving on to the Giants-Rams. Tough game for the Giants. I don't see the Giants getting out of this one. Rams, I mean, they've looked great. I love what the Rams have been doing. Sean McVay's been getting back to calling plays great. They're 2-1. That division's going to be gnarly, dude. You got Seattle, Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, all 2-1 in that division. Actually, you got Seattle at 3-0 in that division. Everybody else 2-1. And they're taking on the 0-3 Giants. Giants stay winless. Rams stay winning, and they move up to 3-1, I believe. I think it's going to be pretty easy. I don't think it's going to be a challenge for them at all. I think they get that win pretty easy. Moving on to my squad's game. When I do these picks, I'm going to try not to be biased at all towards my own team. At all. So, they're going to be taking on the Patriots. Now, last I did see, I mean, it's pretty serious here. Cam Newton actually tested positive for COVID. So, that's, I mean, obviously big if he's not playing. Yeah, he's out. So, he's not going to be playing in that game. That's even if he was playing, I would have went with the Chiefs. Now that he's not playing, I mean, I think it's going to be pretty easy. You can see Belichick calling Stidham Stids. See if Stids can do anything here. But, I mean, definitely not. I don't think Stids is going to come in after not playing and do anything to the Chiefs squad. I know the Chiefs don't have the best of defenses, and Herbert kind of ripped them a little bit, but I'm just happy as a Chiefs fan that the Chiefs didn't find this out the day of, like they did the Herbert thing when Tyrod was supposed to play and then Herbert came in. So they at least had a day to get a little bit more prepared. But yeah, I got the Chiefs winning in this pretty easily. I don't think it's... I think it might stretch to a 2-score win. I really don't want to jinx it. Don't like talking about my squad like that, but that's my honest... That's my honest prediction. For whatever reason, and when I say my squad's going to win, they usually lose. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen, so we'll have to check back on that. Moving on to the Bills-Raiders. This is tough. My dad's a Raiders fan. I'm going with the Bills, though. I really do think the Bills are going to get it done. I love what Josh Allen has been doing. He's been looking monstrous, throwing the football. Stephon Diggs has looked great, and I think Arnett is out for the Raiders, which he was looking nice. He was a rookie corner they drafted. I think Stephon's going to eat. I just think the Bills in general are going to play well. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I do think it's going to be incredibly close. This is one I don't feel real comfortable giving a pick because I could easily see the Raiders dominating with their run game because they have such a good offensive line. Now, where it gets hairy for me is the Raiders' defense. We know it's not great. Buffalo does have a pretty decent defense, so I'm going to be rolling with Buffalo to get this done. And then moving on to the night game, you got the Eagles versus the 49ers. Whew. I kind of might have a hot take here. I'm going with the Eagles. I know they're 0-2-1. I just feel like the 49ers kind of decimated with injuries a little bit here. Not kind of, they are. And the Eagles still and fully fighting for the division, even though they're 0-2-1. They're still, like, right there. I think they come into this game playing incredibly hard. I think it's going to be a real tough game, a real close game. I just think the 49ers are more talented, but I feel like Philadelphia is going to get it done. I feel like Philly's going to get it done. They better get it done, dude. They better get it done. If they don't, I don't know. Carson's got to play good. If Carson Wentz doesn't play good, I'm not saying he's going to get benched, but it's got to be on people's damn minds. Eagles need this win bad. I'll just leave it at that, but I am taking the Eagles to get it done. I think it's going to be hairy. I think it could be like a 30-27 win, like, minute with the Eagles get the ball, they drive down the field, get like a game-winning field goal, something like that. It's going to get hairy, I believe. Moving on to the last game of Week 4, we'll go over here. You got the Falcons-Packers. I think this is easy. The Falcons are a mess right now. I think Aaron Rodgers stays hot, and he stays winning against the Falcons, and he gets that one done with ease. That's going to be another one where we roll with good old A-Rod, and that is going to wrap up the picks. Let me know what you guys thought of the picks. If you guys do want to see more pick videos like this, so I normally would be dropping these, unlikely the day of in the Thursday games. So we do it before Thursday games drop, so you guys can get my picks on like this week would have been Broncos Jets, you guys can get my picks on those. So I'll likely be dropping my full picks then. So let me know if you guys do want to see more of this, and if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you guys hit that sub button. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.